Hi friends, my name is Narshbir. Today I am going to give PPT presentation on the subject called Introduction to Database Management System and my USN is 1VE21CS042. This PPT presentation is prepared under the guidance of Miss Varsha Kulkarni. Introduction. In this we will learn about purpose of database system, view of data, data models, data definition language, data manipulation language, transaction management, storage management, database administrator, database users, and overall system structure. So, first of all, what is database management system? DBMS. So, it's a collection of interrelated data or it's a collection of related data. It's a set of programs to access the data. Database management system contains information about a particular enterprise. Database management provides an environment that is both convenient and efficient to use. So let's see some applications about the database. So in banking, in all transactions, databases are used. In airlines, for reservations and schedules. In universities, for registration and grades. In sales, customers, products, and purchases. While in manufacturing, production, inventory, orders, and supply chain. In human resources, employee records, salaries, tax deduction. So databases touch all aspects of our lives. Purpose of database system. So what's the purpose of database system? In the early days, database applications were built upon top of file systems. So instead of database system, in early days they were using file systems. So let's see what are the drawbacks of file system. First one is data redundancy and inconsistency. So multiple file formats, duplication of information in different files, difficulty in accessing of data. We should write a new program to carry out each new task. Data isolation, multiple files and formats. Integrity problems such as hard to add new constraints or change the existing ones. Drawbacks. So now some drawbacks of file systems. Automaticity of updates. So example, transfer of funds from one account to another should either complete or not happen at all. Concurrent access by multiple users. Concurrent access needed for performance. Uncontrolled concurrent access can lead inconsistencies. For example, two people reading a balance and updating it at the same time. Security problems. Next, database systems offer solutions to all above mentioned problems. So levels of abstraction. Physical level describes how a record is stored. For example, customer. Logical level describes data stored in database and relationship among the data. So example is given here for next view level. Application programs hide details of data types. Use can also hide information, example salary for security purposes. So we can hide salary for security purposes. This is the view of data, an architecture of database system. This is the view level of the data and this is the architecture diagram of the database system. View level, view 1, view 2, view n. So it goes to view n, logical level and physical level. Both two types of level, physical level, logical level, then the view level. Instances and schema. Similar to the types and variables in programming languages, schema. Schema means the logical structure of the database. For example, database consists of information about a set of customers and accounts and the relationship between them, analogous to type information of a variable in a program. So there are two types of schema. One is physical schema, another one is logical schema. Physical schema means database design at a physical level. Logical schema means database design at a logical level. Instance. Instance means the actual content of the database at a particular point in time, analogous to the value of a variable. Physical data independence. So physical data independence, it is the ability to modify the physical schema without changing the logical schema. We can modify the physical schema without changing the logical schema means it's physical data independence. So applications depend on logical schema. In general, the interfaces between various levels and components are defined so that changes in some parts do not seriously are influenced. Data models. So these are the data models. Data models means a collection of tools for describing data, data relationships, data semantics, data constraints. Entity relationship model, relational model. Other models means object-oriented model, semi-structured data model, older model, network model, and hierarchical model. So this is the entity relationship model. Example schema of entity relationship model. This is the schema diagram. Uh, this is a ER diagram. ER diagram of entity relationship model. Entity relationship model means ER model of a real world. So it consists of entities. Entities means objects such as customers, accounts, bank, branch. Relationship between entities means account A101 is held by customer Johnson. So it's widely used for a database design. Database design in ER model usually converted to design the relational model, which is used for storage and processing. Relational model. So this is the example of the relational model. So these are the attributes, customer city and account number. These are the attributes above mentioned are the attributes. This is the relational model tabular data. This is a sample relational database. It's a sample of relational database. The customer table, this is the account table and the depositor table. SQL, structured query language, widely used on non-procedural language. For example, find the name of the customer with customer ID 192837465 means we should select customer name from customer where customer.customer ID is equal to 1927465. Select customer name from customer table and we should find it using the ID. This is another example of finding the account balance. Next, application programs generally access databases through one of language extensions to allow embedded SQL application program interface, which allows queries to be sent to the database. Database users. There are variety of database users. Users are differentiated by the way they expect to interact with the file system. Application programmers interact with system through DML calls. Sophisticated users from form requests in database query language. Specialized users write specialized database applications that do not fit into the traditional data processing framework. Naive users invoke one of the permanent application programs that have been written previously. For example, people accessing database over the web, bank tellers, and clerical staff. Database administrator. So database administrator means coordinates all the activities of the database system. The database administrator has good understanding of the enterprise information resource and needs. Database administrators' duties include schema definition, storage structure and access method definition, schema and physical organization modification, granting user authority to access the database, specifying integrity constraints, acting as a liaison with user, monitoring performance and responding to changes in the requirements. Storage management. Storage management means storage manager is a program module that provides the interface between low-level data stored in the database and the application programmers and queries submitted to the system. The storage manager is responsible to the following tasks: interaction with the file manager, efficient storing, retrieving, and updating of data. Thank you, friends, for seeing my presentation. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, friends. Thank you.